Hey guys, how you doing? This is JP Olea coming to you once again with another book review. At this time, I want to do continuing this series that I started a few weeks ago with Campbell books, art books that he has printed over the years. I like these collections. They're great for those that are interested on the covers alone. They want the art, and not necessarily want to get the prints, which can be expensive. If you add up and you don't have the space to display them, you don't have the walls to display all this in frame or everything and display it, if that's what you like to do, or just put it in a file, I think it's a disservice to the print itself. But this is another way to do it, which in a book you can contain a lot of this art that he has done over the years. So this was the third volume, the third tome that he did for this series of art, and this is as you can see right there, Campbell Blue Beauties and the Treasures, the Cargo, that's what it's called. Very cool. As you can see, Sydney Savage from The Danger Girl, you can see Fathom, and of course you see Alice in Wonderland from Zenescope. Pretty cool. The theme is primarily blue, as you can see in the name. And as you can see on this side, it says number 3. This is the third one. Campbell Blue Beauties, the Treasures Cargo. And of course, here in the back, there's a little bit of design. It follows the same, was printed, in this case, Brandstudio was the one taking care of the printing part. Olea Creative, he was doing Mr. Olea was doing the art design, put everything, all the book back together. So here you see the signature. Now we're gonna go into the book. Like this very small books, as always, I have the signature, which I like. That makes it, I don't know, I would say official, but at least it's a good memento. And here you can see Campbell Blue Beauties. Well, first I had Code Orange. Then I follow up with last year's Monsters Green. Now we're come to Volume 3, Blue Beauties. Why that title? Well, it seemed to me that the first portion of this book had a good amount of bathing suits and beaches, including Fathom and mermaids, etc. However, my talented designer said no, it should be called Patriotic Blue, because the later part of the book is heavy on the military of GIJOE and presidential Barack Obama artwork. He was right, but it also has a lot of other random, themeless artwork colored by such incredible collaborators as Edgar Delgado and Nate Ruffino, among others, sandwiched in between those pages. So bottom line, who cares what it's called? Just sit back by the ocean or State of the Union address, whichever you prefer, and enjoy this collection of some of my favorite covers of comic book rarities. Campbell, and that's pretty cool. That's a nice intro. Very funny. And you can see, of course, Abby Chase. Very cool. That's you're gonna see most of these books. You're gonna see Abby Chase pretty much across all the books. Where you can see right here, the first page, Avatar. I love the colors of this page. Pretty cool. Really like this one. Of course, Mandy. There's a statue actually that was designed very sexy design. It was designed, there was a statue that was created actually based on this art, and I think you got this art print just with the statue. I think that was done by what was that, Moore, Ellis Moore. I don't remember exactly. Now on this side, of course, you have the Little Mermaid, and this is for and this was a statue. As you can see, this is just the drawing, and here you have the colors, and there's a statue, of course, from Sideshow. Very cool statue on the Campbell collection. It was already sold out. A lot of people love this. There's a new variant coming out, I think next year. They already announced it. And this is, I don't remember this one exactly, Blue Monday or something, that's the name. I don't really know this comic book story, but here you go. Of course, the blue theme. I do love this cover. I have actually this first issue of Fathom Volume 3. I do have that issue with me. Loved it. Loved the art. Of course, this is Volume 3, and it also was done as in remembrance, of course, in memory of course, the creator of Fathom and the Aspen. So pretty cool, pretty great. Here you can see another Fathom. This is for this swimsuit, a special. This is a pinup inside one of the, I think it was in Volume 1. Michael Turner's famous character now. And as you can see now, this one too, I do have this book. This is from Dynamite. This is of course the Green Hornet. Of course, when the Green Hornet came out, the movie came out, which was okay. Of course, there was a lot of art story. There's a lot of comic books, and Dynamite, of course, holds the rights. I think they still do. So I love this cover. Just the cover alone was pretty good. The art inside was okay. The story wasn't okay, but definitely a very, very beautiful print. And this is from, I think, from some other special, from some horror movie thing that he did. I don't remember exactly where. I'm not really a horror person, so I could care less about a lot of the stuff that he's done, but love the art, and of course the colors here are great. I love that. The colors, the colors that have worked with Scott Campbell are some of the best in the industry. And here you can see Black Cat. Love this one. Very good. I always love Black Cat. For some reason, always like her more than I like any other girlfriend from Peter Parker. I always wanted for them kind of to get together back in the 80s, but it didn't happen. It's just, I don't know. There was something about her that I like more than I did any of the other characters. Love, Spider-Man. And thinking about Spider-Man now, of course, this week, the passing of Stan Lee is definitely difficult for a lot of the Marvel fans, and I think for all fans. But, I think it's one of the greatest creations in comic book history, of course, Spider-Man. Now, on this side, you see Leah, or Leia, depending on how you like to pronounce it, depending on your language. As you can see, beautiful. I love the pencil work here. Very cool. And this is not really blue, but it's there. Like you say, on the book, there's a lot of rarity stuff, a lot of stuff put together. The Justice League of America. I love the DC stuff, of course. There was not much DC stuff, but now you can see that. The Trinity, your Batman, Superman, love that. Look at that, of course, Wonder Woman. Here, Ultra Duck, love this one. Oh, I love this pinup. I love this work here. Very cool design. Colors are great. Stan is great. Love it. One of my favorite things. It's another cover, a variant cover for Elephant Man. I think issue 3, if I'm not mistaken. One of those runs that he did, this character did. Pretty cool, of course. Sexiness all over the place. Here, you can see this is, of course, from, Secret Invasion. Of course, there's a lot of talks about Secret Invasion coming, of course, to Marvel, the MCU. Really looking forward to that if that's the case. But, of course, this is a great cover. Secret Invasion was alright, as a storyline, but definitely the idea of having Secret Invasion, not just the talks, we know it's coming, because we have the scrolls now on the trailer from the Captain Marvel, so it's gonna be great now that we're gonna have that next after Thanos. So I don't know, it's a lot of great things are coming for a lot of fans of the MCU. But here, of course, this is a beautiful one. This is Duffy, the Vampire Slayer. Great, love this one. Very cool art. Now here you have, of course, Witchblade. Love this one. The colors here are great. Here you have Black Panther. This is for Black Panther. Of course, you have Aurora. You have, of course, Storm. Love this one. I think on the previous book, there's one with, she has, of course, the entire suit, so she has the cowl and all that. So here, she doesn't have it. But here, love this one. This is the variant. Love this one here. Look at that one. Love that one. Dr. Doom. I like Dr. Doom. Who doesn't? Yeah, it's a tough villain. Of course, love this one. Of course, T'Challa and Aurora. Pretty cool. Thinking about them getting together, I never really was crazy about the idea, but it's cool. It's cool. Of course, the women of Marvel, and here you can see this is just the pencil work. Pretty cool work here. Pretty cool if you can see it. Now here you have it in full color, and this is you can find the poster in a lot of places. Really cool. All these women. There's even villains, in there. But man, great. Look at that. This is what really makes Scott Campbell one of the greatest artists of modern times, at least a pinup artist. It's just his art. His style is different. You know, women particularly. He has this little cartoony, but sexy, but at the same time kind of realistic. You know, he has a particular design. It's not unique in the sense that he is the only one. Other people do it, but nobody does it like him. And he definitely learned from a lot of people. And you can see that influence in his work. And of course, particularly, he took a lot of inspiration from animation. Of course, Barack Obama, in my opinion, a great president of the United States. Of course, some might disagree with me on this, but I don't want to get political on this video. Definitely, he had class, you know, at least he had class, all I can say. And I'm just going to leave it like that. But definitely here, you can see, great. Love that, you know, he did stuff. Of course, you know, it's got Campbell, shows his true colors. He's all blue, I can see. And of course, here you have another thing that I love, G.I. Joe. Who doesn't love G.I. Joe? Here's just based on the artwork that he did for the movie. And this, of course, is Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is the coolest guy ever. He's the coolest guy. He doesn't even say a word, but he's the coolest. And the movie, if there was something that I love about the movie, I just actually watched it this week. I just took a time when I came from work, really late from work. I just put a movie, say whatever movie I was, G.I. Joe, and just watched it with my wife. And it was just, I don't know, I just liked it. It's just dumb movie. It's not definitely, it took a lot of freedom in regards to the characters, and of course, but there's the coolest thing of that movie. What kind of salvaged the movie, it was the interaction between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. That's it, you know. It was great, you know, and I think they stole the show, at least for me. And of course, that it was revamped. Of course, even it was more on the second film, which in my opinion was better than the first one. But here you go, and he did a lot of stuff here. Great characters. You know, this remind me of, you know, Sideshow had a 1/4 scale statue of you know, the Snake Eyes some years back. Great great piece. Particularly the extra change arms and weapons for the exclusive. I never got that one. Hopefully one day, maybe when I have the space and I have the extra funds to do it, and start a new collection, maybe I can do it. For the time being, I'm just happy to have this, and I can see at least one of my favorite characters from my childhood, of course, from the G.I. Joe. I love this one here with Storm Shadow. There's a lot of stuff here. Of course, the Varnes, and of course Scarlet. Love this one. Love the battle here. And here's, of course, the Baroness. Pretty cool. I think they made a decent thing. Of course, the storyline was a little off from what the characters really were. They make a little more like a love story thing, but other than that, it wasn't bad. I like that girl that did Scarlet. She was pretty good. She was okay. And of course, there's another one. Man, there's a lot of art he did for this. Pretty cool. I liked it. And even more here. You can see that. Cool. And of course, with his touch, the design, another battle, Scarlet and the Baroness. Great. Love this one. Now, Cobra Commander and of course G.I. Joe and the Transformers Megatron on the background. Look at that. Always love these characters. This is my childhood right here, the 80s. All right, Gotcha Man. You know, what's that? The War for the Planets? I don't remember how it was called in the U.S. I just remember the Japanese name, the Gotcha Man, which to me, the Battle of the Planets. That's what it was. Yeah. Look at that. Love it. These are in the Tatsunoko versus Capcom game. Probably one day I'll stream it. I have it on the Wii, actually. It's the Wii. Came out on the Wii. You can play on the Wii U. You know, I'm going to start streaming more gaming and doing more reviews. And I'm going to review that game. I love that fighting game. I just loved it. Too bad that it never came to the PlayStation 3. Or, you know, in a modern, or even on the PlayStation 4. It would be great if they're able to transfer that. I think it's a great game. At least even if you can have it for the Switch. Because Nintendo has some rights with it. Of course, you have Gotcha Man, but yeah, and of course the Thundercats. Love this one here. Love that one. He does great. I love the artwork he does. His style with this old 80s characters, cartoons and stuff like that. Of course, this is you know, this is for Zenescope, the Green Fairy Tales or something like that. Of course, you know, this is Snow White. A different take on Snow White, very sexy Snow White. Of course, here you got Escape to Wonderland. This is also from Zenescope. You know, I read some of these comic books. I have it on digital media. I have a few of those. You know, I'm not have the whole thing, but I do have a good amount of them. They're okay. for what they are. Of course, here you have, this is part of the Messiah complex. This was a variant cover, and this is the X-Men. And of course, you see Emma Frost, X-23. Loved it. Pixie? I forgot. I don't remember the name. Yes, I think it is. And here, of course, we got Emma Frost. Who doesn't like Emma Frost? She's always the bad girl, too. Kind of like the same concept that you have with, Black Cat. Always that same concept that you have. Choose the bad girl, and you want the bad girl to kind of win. And she's always on the behind the characters the main character in this case likes or loves, and she's just trying to make up. And with Emma Frost, she's always trying to make up for Jean Grey, and this relationship, this triangle, this love triangle that they have going on is just something that I think has always been enticing for the character. And of course, she is tough, she's been bad, she's been good, she's been okay. So you see a lot of the things in her life. She's a lot of things that you can see, a lot of insecurities deep inside. And of course, when I get to review, I think I need to review more stuff from the X-Men, and I need to review more stuff from her. I will get to that, particularly next year when I'm going to start reviewing a lot of stuff when I go full time on this channel. And I'm really looking forward to that, so I can do more stuff. Of course, now it's Spider-Man again. I love this one. This is the Amazing Spider-Man number 50. This variant cover. Oh, this cover. I love this one. And reminds me of Stan Lee, just to think about it right now. I wanted to make some type of video as a memory to him, but I didn't get a time. I didn't get a chance this week. It was just crazy. But I only was able to do a podcast episode for that. But the day that it happened. But here, this is another one. Love this one. This actually, there is a statue from Sideshow. Really loving, good statue. And this, of course, from the collection. Love this one. The sad eyes. Just to remind us, of course, of on the Stan Lee passing. Love this one. I like it here, and it's been repeated a couple of times in the books, and you'll find it in later books that he has done. It's just one classic that people love. And of course, you have a list of all the stuff that it happened, all the content, some of the credits, who published it. Of course, it says Dead or Alive for the PlayStation 2. Pretty cool. It's just there. And that's it. Technically that's that, and that's over. Now, just to finalize this video, do I recommend this book? I would say so. If you like I said in the previous book, if you are a fan of Scott Campbell's artwork, definitely it's a good addition for whoever. It's not a book to read, it's more about just to enjoy the art, like in a coffee table book that you can grab anytime and just kind of go through it and peruse around the pages and look at the art and enjoy it. And that's what I like him for. And it's easier than having just the prints that most of the time are tucked away somewhere in some file cabinet that you're never really going to be able to enjoy. This at least gives me that chance. Yeah, you have the art prints and hanging in your room if you have the space, but if you don't, why do you kill yourself doing that? And actually, for the price of one art print or two art prints, you definitely have a book, and you have multiple of them. So that's what I like him. So I want to thank you for supporting this channel. I do apologize if I haven't made bigger reviews or bigger books. Like I said, I've been extremely busy, and now this week is going to be very crazy. This month is crazy. The whole holidays are crazy. But if you watch one of my previous videos when I was talking, actually one of my episodes in my podcast, I'm planning to move from what I'm doing, from my job, into becoming a full-time reviewer online and do all kind of stuff online and on this channel. So this is my plan for January. So right now I'm really in the process of waiting for that. I'm working on it. I'm also in the process of purchasing new equipment. I'm purchasing new equipment. I'm getting all new stuff for my channel so I can have everything I need to start really full throttle in what I'm doing. So as you have seen, I have mentioned I have in this case a Patreon account, and if you want to support me, by all means support me. I'm not charging you for any of this. This is something that I do and I enjoy. But if you want to support this channel so I can follow my dreams in this case and grow this channel and what I can do, and even the reviews that I can do daily, because I want to get to the point that I'm reviewing stuff daily. I have daily videos of all sorts of materials, and particularly one of them is my book reviews. And so I'm inviting you to be part of it. Anything you can do for me helps you. Any dime, any dollar, any $2 you give, whatever, really helps this channel for me to have the equipment and all the stuff that I need in order to give you a much better content, much better quality, in a more timely fashion, in a way that you can actually have enjoyment, because you come here for entertainment. You come here to distract yourself from all your worries, and this is what I want for my channel to be a place for you to really find like an oasis in the middle of all the chaos that we have to go through in our daily lives. So once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Again, this is in memory. There was nothing I could do, but I dedicate this video to the memory, of course, Stanley, and all the geeky kids like myself that have loved his work for years and years, regardless if you are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old or even older. We're all fans, whether you are male, female, whatever your race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, we are all fans of Stanley. So God bless you, friends. Take care. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.